Preschool Classroom Haul. Let's check out what I got. First, I got new eyedroppers. When I was doing my spin art test, I realized I didn't have any great like preschool sized eyedroppers. So these actually work really well. I just tested them in some water. So perfect colors and size for preschoolers. As I was posting about my new process art experiment, somebody told me to get bleeding tissue paper. So this already came in pre-cut squares so that students can cover their page in it, spray it, and then pull it off and the color will remain on the page. So I'm excited to try that. And then also another process art, just really wanted to try this. These are some rubbing plates. So I saw that you can have the students paint the plate and then put their paper on there and rub it and pull it off. So I thought that would be a really fun just experiment to do. These are all animal prints. So then you can paint it and literally just wash it off for the next one. I have a couple of these in my classroom and I just went in and I couldn't even find one, so I got a new set. These are like the perfect mini paint trays. So anytime you're doing a project where you don't need a ton of paint, fill this with different colors and students have a palette to pick from. So it's like a mini paint palette for preschoolers. I got a lot of art in this haul. So the next thing I did is I got, I really wanted some fluorescent paint. I have not tried this Colorations yet. I know that I love Crayola, but I really wanted to try this brand as well. So this is Colorations washable tempera paint, but I loved these fluorescent colors. So this came with 7 different colors. So I'm excited to use these. Fluorescent is my favorite to use in the classroom. Got these things called fun strokes. So we know that when students first start writing, it's really important that they're just practicing vertical lines, horizontal lines, different shapes. I haven't tested it yet. I have a metal tray for my magnetic center, so I'm really hoping that this works on my magnetic center at school, where I can put these on there with dry erase markers so they can put on the cone and then they can practice drawing a circle for the ice cream. They can put the house on and practice drawing the crisscross lines for the windows, or on this one they can actually draw the squares of the windows. This one's a tricky one, X for the railroad sign. So they have to make the circles for the tires, a half circle for the swings here. They can make the triangle for the roof of the house, the line for the kite here, make the stick for the lollipop, or the stem for the flower. So the point of this is just to practice some of those basic strokes before you move on to writing letters. So again, this is going to be a beginning of the year activity. If it doesn't work on my magnetic board, I'll just put a few of these with whiteboards and have them try it that way. I've been doing this with my son. We'll get approximately 30 to 40 books from the library each time we go, and then we always choose our favorite one. And if there's one that I absolutely love so much, I make sure I buy it for my classroom. That was this one. I Want That Nut. So Mouse and Chipmunk were playing together, and they peeked through the bushes and saw a nut, a big, beautiful nut. They said, no, you take it, you take it, you take it. Okay, I'll take it. And Chipmunk took the nut. The nut and Chipmunk were in. And then Mouse got it, and Mouse and Nut were inseparable. So then they were fighting over the nut the entire book. One of them had it, then the other one had it. They dressed up into disguise to take the nut, and then the real owner of the nut found it. And then they said, that got a little out of hand, didn't it? At the end, they found a log, and this time they worked together to share the logs. And next, I got the new book from Ron Kurz. He's one of my favorite authors of the Finn the Frog series. This one is called This Book is Viral. Finn is really funny. He thinks he's really popular now. He's gone viral. The reader comes in and says he's sick, so he tries to help, and then he ends up getting sick. And the funny thing is that all of the remedies that we use to try to help him, he looks like a cherry, he gets a rash, and in the end, he really just wishes he had his mom and she would make him his nice bowl of fly soup. No offense, kid, but I wish my mom was here. Whenever I was sick, she always made me a comforting bowl of fly soup. It seemed to magically cure me every time. I should have never taken that people medicine. And then the reader makes him his fly soup. You made me fly soup? I don't know what to say. That was so thoughtful of you. This is so good, and I'm already feeling better. Thank you for reminding me that kindness is more important than popularity. I guess the medicine I needed most was just help from someone who cares. Before you leave, can you help me take a new photo for my wall of fame? Say flies! So I do love that the undertone of all of his books is kindness and loving yourself. I also got this book is huge. It has 3 of the Finn the Frog books within one.